It's that time of year again, mock exams. This time last year I made a video about mock exams and it did pretty well, so I considered making an up-to-date version for mock exams this year. If you're looking for tips and advice that aren't cliche and will actually help you get the grades, then you came to the right video. Whether you're doing GCSEs or A-levels, this video applies to all. If you're new here, hi, I'm Lordina, currently a year 13 student. I make videos helping you guys on academic journey as well as documenting my own. So without further ado, let's get on to the video. Mock exams are a great opportunity to see what grades you are capable of getting when you're really dedicated to a revision or schedule routine. Because you can really see what grades you can really truly get in a short amount of time. So if you're getting decent grades or maybe not the best to your standards, just imagine how much more progress you can make from the mock exams up to the real exams. But the first thing you ever want to do is schedule. First of all, you need to figure out what on earth will you be studying on the days you schedule your revision, because what you don't want to do is waste time during your study sessions figuring out, okay, am I going to do exam style questions or am I just going to go through flashcards? You really need to prepare. So if you don't know what to revise because you do not know what you struggle on, here are a few things that you can do to figure what you should study. Blurt method. I use this quite often. You just grab a piece of paper and you can just write down everything you know about a topic within your chosen subject. After writing down everything you know, you can spot out the missing gaps in your knowledge, therefore those are the things you need to go over and revise. So you can review your past paper exams that you've done at school. I've done plenty, and with past paper exams you can really see what knowledge you've already solidified by the questions you got right and which ones you got wrong, so you know you can improve on that. And the last thing you can do is just attempt exam style questions. You can literally search them up on the internet, get up the question and just answer it. And if you figure out that you can't answer it for a certain reason, again, that indicates that that's something you need to work on. Or maybe if you do answer it and you get a few points wrong, in the real exams or mock exams, we're really trying to get maximum marks on the questions. Just a quick bonus tip for scheduling your time when making a timetable. Right now, I currently schedule my revision in the order of my school timetable. So using my school's timetable within my revision routine has honestly just made it easier for me, because I don't need to switch up a whole routine just for 1 week off school. It's very similar to how my school timetable is structured. Because we only have that short amount of time off school, I don't want it to be a hassle for me to get into the school routine of waking up at 6:30. Yeah, so like going back to school, it will not be a hassle because I will be waking up to similar times of how I normally wake up right now. Quick note, let me know if you guys want me to make a video on how to make a really great effective revision timetable routine. Just engage with this video as much as you can, comment, thumbs up, as this will let me know if that's something you'd want. Revision material. So you should already have some sort of revision material by now, like you really should, but if not, then don't worry. There are some sites that already have pre-made revision that you can literally just print off and just go through them. So for exam styled questions and topic specific papers, physics and maths tutor, they're absolutely really great. I use this for A-level and for GCSE. Physics and maths tutor is great for detailed notes, and they even go through like calculations. If a topic within your subject requires some sort of calculations, they go through really detailed explanations, as well as topic specific questions like I mentioned earlier. So those are for the sciences. There are other websites such as Maths Genie. I'm pretty sure there's more that I will put up on the screen if I do remember. Guys, if you're finding this video helpful, then just do me a quick favor and hit that thumbs up button. This engagement will allow me to reach out more people who need help with exams. Like if I was watching, I'd really appreciate it. So to retain information, which is so important, I talk about this quite a lot, you'd want to use Quizlet, as everything is already up there. There are people who have made flashcards, which literally has the whole mark scheme to like a past paper. And if you haven't heard of Anki, then Anki is just this really great digital flashcard app. So many people use Anki, people who are doing GCSEs all the way to people who are in universities, like medical students, and just like a bunch of people use Anki. It's for free on a computer, you just need to install it. I'm actually currently using Anki. I switched from Quizlet to Anki. I'm having an okay experience with it. And an alternative to retaining information digitally, if you prefer making flashcards, you want to be able to make flashcards effectively. So just a quick tip, don't just write the question. Write down how many marks the question awards, and on the other side, but you want to write down how many marks each point is worth. Because one of the reasons why some people might not do so well is because we're not getting maximum marks on a question, and that is something you really want to be able to nail. So you started revising, you started attempting exam style questions, and you're retaining your information through flashcards or whichever method works best for you. But what most people fail in is exam technique. This is one of the common reasons why people might not do as well on the test, especially if you're one of those people who you do very well in the classroom, like you really understand the topic and you revise, you do flashcards, etc. But when it comes to the exam paper, you flop for some reason and you wonder, why did I not do so well? Like I revised, I literally did everything. And here's probably why you didn't do so well. Exam technique is something you must practice. So exam technique involves answering questions to the maximum amount of marks, which I did mention earlier. Being able to plan depending on the subject, so especially for like essay-based subjects like English, that's something I know that's something you really need to plan out before you actually write the essay. And timing. Timing is very important, because the worst thing that could happen is you know exactly how to nail the exam, but if your times run out, then your times run out. Unless you're one of those students who do get extra time, must be nice. Just a quick example on why timing is very important. I know for GCSE English, I know my teacher would always make me plan out my essay before I actually wrote it. It would be like a quick 5-minute plan. This was like the timings we'll normally take on each section when we do go and write the exam for English. And it's just one of those things where you just have to plan, or else in the middle of writing your essay, you probably end up waffling or you really just stray from the point. Please make sure to time yourself. Actually really try and do this as often as you can without no pressures, because when it comes to the real exam, like you are going to get timed, you know? Do you finish the paper within the amount of time given, or do you finish after? Do you have time to go back and review the paper? Because when I tell you, having that extra time to look back and read the question again is honestly such a lifesaver, because there has been times where I actually finished before the time was up, and when I went back to read the questions properly, not just skim and scan, actually read it again as if I was doing the whole paper again, there's some information that I really missed off. Just like the odd 1 or 2 marks can really distinguish what grade you can get. So during your revision, if you need a quick answer for the question just to check you got the maximum marks for that question, I've got a really quick tip for you guys. So what you want to do is literally type up the question and maybe the question number word for word on Google search. Either at the beginning or at the end, just type in Quizlet, and as you scroll down, what you want to do is not look at the first link that is underlined, but look underneath it. There's always some sort of description of whether they have the answer to that exact question, and then you want to go ahead and click on that, and hopefully you can find the answer to that question. So right now I'm just going to answer some common questions that I do get asked about mock exams. How long should I be revising for? Honestly, how long you revise for really depends on a lot of factors. Let's say you revise for 1 hour, and within that revision session you still don't really understand the topic that you're revising, then that just means you haven't revised enough, or you're just not revising the right way, because an hour of your time you should be able to fit in some exam style questions and just get an understanding of the topic if it does take you a while. So honestly, this just really depends on how strong are you in the topic that you're revising. So if you know quite a lot, you don't really need to revise that much. But what you don't want to do is revise for 3 hours just because you're still not understanding it. So you're just going to keep on going at it until you understand it. Just, just like take a break and take it with you within the next day. So I highly recommend you write a to-do list of what you want to achieve during that revision session, which I mentioned earlier about planning what exactly you want to revise. And if you don't get to finish that to-do list, or you've set 2 hours aside and the 2 hours are up, then you can just carry that on to the next time you revise. There is no hassle. If you got any more questions, then you should definitely go over to my TikTok page and ask me any questions there. In response, I can create a really detailed short video specific to your question. So definitely do that. Link to my TikTok's in the description. Check out all my socials if you want to keep updated on how I'm revising for my mock exams, as well as I'll be sharing a few tips on there too. If you want more videos like this helping you guys with your mock exams, then keep on engaging with this video, thumbsing up, commenting, sharing. This lets me know that this video is doing very well, so I can deliver more valuable content to you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!